Welcome back, my friends. The news today is that Tesla shares jumped on profit beat. Elon Musk has made a prediction of at least 20% vehicle growth next year. Tesla reported better than expected profit in its third quarter earnings report. Revenue came in just shy of expectations. The stock rose in extended trading following a deep slump this month. Tesla reported mixed third quarter results after the bell on Wednesday, but the stock jumped in after hours trading as investors cheered the earnings beat, higher gross margins, and news that Tesla's cheaper EV is on track for production next year. CEO Elon Musk also added on the earnings call that Tesla's volume growth could be 20 to 30% next year. But, before we get into all of that, I would like to thank everyone who views my videos. If you would like to support the channel, please see the link to buy me a coffee in the video description below. And, please hit the like button and leave me a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you are notified of upcoming videos when they are released. Tesla reported third quarter earnings Wednesday that topped analysts' estimates even as revenue came in just shy of expectations. The stock popped 12% in extended trading. Here's what the company reported compared with what Wall Street was expecting, based on a survey of analysts by LSEG. Earnings per share, 72 cents, adjusted versus 58 cents. Expected revenue, $25.18 billion versus $25.37 billion. Expected revenue increased 8% in the quarter from $23.35 billion a year earlier. Net income rose to about $2.17 billion, or 62 cents a share, from $1.85 billion, or 53 cents a share, a year ago. For the quarter, Tesla reported revenue of $25.18 billion versus $25.4 billion per Bloomberg consensus, higher than the $25.05 billion it reported in Q2 and also topping the $23.40 billion Tesla reported a year ago. Tesla posted adjusted EPS of 72 cents versus 60 cents expected, on adjusted net income of $2.5 billion and free cash flow of $2.9 billion. The closely watched gross margin figure came in at 19.8%, much higher than the 16.8% expected. Profit margins were bolstered by $739 million in automotive regulatory credit revenue during the quarter. Automakers are required to obtain a certain amount of regulatory credits each year. If they can't meet the target, they can purchase credits from companies such as Tesla, which has excess credits because it makes only electric vehicles. Automotive revenue increased 2% to $20 billion from $19.63 billion in the same period a year earlier and is about flat since late 2022. Energy generation and storage revenue soared 52% to $2.38 billion, while services and other revenue, which includes revenue from non-warranty repairs of Tesla vehicles, jumped 29% to $2.79 billion. CEO Elon Musk said on the earnings call that his best guess is that vehicle growth will reach 20% to 30% next year, due to lower cost vehicles and the advent of autonomy. Tesla shares were up nearly 11% in after-hours trade. We delivered strong results in Q3 with growth in vehicle deliveries both sequentially and year-on-year, resulting in record third quarter volumes, the company said in its earnings deck. Preparations remain underway for our offering of new vehicles, including more affordable models, which we will begin launching in the first half of 2025. Earlier this month, Tesla announced third quarter deliveries that slightly missed expectations, sending the stock lower. Analysts surveyed by FactSet were expecting a total increase in deliveries next year of about 15% to 2.04 million. Asked on the call if Tesla would make a lower cost EV that's not a cybercab, Musk said all of the company's cars moving forward would be autonomous. He said that, of the 7 million vehicles Tesla has produced to date, the vast majority are capable of autonomy, adding that the company is currently making on the order of 35,000 autonomous vehicles a week. Tesla still doesn't produce or sell cars that are safe to use without a human at the wheel, ready to steer or brake at all times. Tesla said it expects vehicle deliveries to achieve slight growth in 2024. CEO Elon Musk added during the conference call that 20 to 30% growth next year is possible, though he couched it as a best guess. Ahead of Tesla's Q3 disclosure, shares were down approximately 11% since Tesla revealed its robotaxi, dubbed the Cybercab, at its Showy We robot event from the Warner Bros. Studio lot in Burbank, California, on October 10th. Investors and analysts were left wanting more details from Tesla's We robot event on the Cybercab itself and detailed testing plans, along with questions about the development of Tesla's sub-$30,000 EV, dubbed the Model 2. On the conference call, Musk said the Cybercab would reach volume production in 2026, not just start production, and the company aims for 2 million Tesla Cybercabs per year. Tesla and Musk added the company remains on track for the production of new vehicles, likely including a cheaper EV, in the first half of next year. Musk also said that the company is testing robotaxi summoning and drives in the San Francisco area for employees, with safety drivers at the wheel. Musk said the company would be producing 2 million Cybercabs a year eventually, and offering driverless ride-hailing in its cars as early as 2025 in Texas and likely California. He said Tesla has developed a ride-hailing app that some employees in California have been able to use this year. You can request a ride and it'll take you anywhere in the Bay Area, Musk said. We do have a safety driver for now. Tesla isn't currently licensed to operate a commercial, transportation network company or ride-hailing service in California, according to a list of permits issued on the California Public Utilities Commission's website. In a shareholder deck, Tesla said the Cybertruck became the third best-selling fully electric vehicle in the US, behind only the Model 3 and Model E. Tesla doesn't break out sales by model. While Tesla's Angular Steel pickup has been plagued with quality issues, the company still sold more than 16,000 Cybertrucks in the US in the third quarter, according to estimates from Kelley Blue Book. Tesla said in the release that the Cybertruck achieved a positive gross margin for the first time. Tesla's CFO Vaibhav Taneja said on the call that FSD, the company's full self-driving supervised system, contributed $326 million in revenue in the quarter. FSD is a premium driver assistance system sold to Tesla customers as an upfront option or for a monthly fee. Earlier this month, Tesla reported third-quarter vehicle deliveries of 462,890. Deliveries are the closest approximation to sales reported by Tesla. The company also said it had produced 469,796 electric vehicles in the period ending September 30th. While deliveries increased 6% from a year earlier, they fell shy of analysts' expectations and followed 2 straight quarters of year-over-year declines. Tesla has been offering an array of discounts and incentives to spur sales. Despite ongoing macroeconomic conditions, we expect to achieve slight growth in vehicle deliveries in 2024, the company said in its earnings deck Wednesday. The company also reiterated its goal of launching more affordable models in the first half of 2025. Tesla has a lot of catch-up to do in driverless miles, says former Tesla executive. Tesla is facing increased competitive pressure, especially in China, from companies such as BYD and Geely, along with a new generation of automakers, including Li Auto and NIO. In the US, legacy automakers Ford and General Motors are starting to sell more electric vehicles, despite walking back prior electrification commitments. Tesla reported that its energy generation and storage business hit a record gross margin of 30.5% in Q3, and that it expects the business to more than double year-over-year in 2024. The earnings report comes less than 2 weeks after a much-anticipated robotaxi event that left shareholders wanting more details, and lands about 2 weeks before the presidential election, which has occupied a hefty part of Musk's schedule of late as he campaigns for former President Donald Trump. According to questions submitted by investors via online platform Say Technologies, a significant number of shareholders wanted to know how Musk's pro-Trump activism stands to impact Tesla and its stock price. No Trump-related questions came up on the call. Prior to Wednesday's after-hours pop, the stock was down 18% in October and headed for its worst month since January. For the year, the shares were down 14%, while the Nasdaq is up 22% over that stretch. Musk has spent tens of millions of dollars to get Trump back into the White House, even though the former president doesn't support the types of federal spending on EVs, charging infrastructure and environmental regulations that have benefited Tesla for years. Musk also said at a recent event in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, that he views many government agencies and regulations in the US as ineffective and unnecessary. But, what do you think? Please hit the like button and leave us a comment below. We would love to hear from you. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you are notified of upcoming videos when they are released. Please share this video on social media. And, before we end, a word from the sponsor of this video. Today's sponsor is ProWorldNet.com. ProWorldNet.com is a job website specifically dedicated to licensed professions, doctors, including any type of specialty nurses, and that includes all grades of nurses. Lawyers, regardless of area of legal focus. Teachers and professors, from kindergarten through graduate school. As well as any kind of job that requires a government license or certification. And ProWorldNet.com also includes short-term gig-type jobs as well. So, Be sure to check out proworldnet.com if you are looking for a job or an employee. Thank you for watching.